Good morning. Guys, this morning we are turning to Romans. We've been talking a lot about faith lately. And, we think of faith as what we have to be saved, which it is. I mean, we do have to be able to believe in God, believe that He is, believe in the fact that Jesus came to the earth as a human and lived, and we have to believe all that. But we're going to take it one step further today, because faith, in the life of a Christian, faith plays a huge part. We're going to turn to Romans 14 and verse 23. Verse 23, and he that doubteth is damned if he eat, because he eateth not of faith. For whatsoever is not of faith is sin. Now that's talking about what's clean and what comes in your body and whatever. But we're going to look at this latter part. The latter part. For whatsoever is not of faith is sin. Guys, that is saying a mouthful. I mean, we live... Just put it in this perspective. We live every day doing little things, right? I mean, our day is just filled. Yesterday, we spent 5 hours out there in that garden, transplanting and doing and stuff. And you ask yourself, well, did I do that in faith? Did I do that did I walk to the mailbox in faith? Did I cook these greens in faith? I mean, think about it, guys. This says, whatsoever is not of faith is sin. Whatsoever is not of faith is sin. I mean, plain and simple, just rubber meets the road. How many times a day do we have that mindset where we're committed to God and we're following God, and we do everything we do based on that commitment, based on that, what we believe? I want to read this to you because it just fits it so well. It says, faith is not just believing in God, but also acting upon that belief, aligning one's life with God's will and expectations. That is powerful, guys. That is powerful. Do we do things with the expectation that God's going to take care of things? That's how we're doing that garden, because we don't know anything, guys. We don't know anything about gardening. Me and the kids had a garden a long time ago, but Daddy was there to lead us through it. But the Bible literally says, plain and simple, for whatsoever is not of faith is sin. Now, my places it takes me is John 7:17. Let's read that. I love looking out what it gives me. John 7:17 says, if any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of God or whether I speak of myself. He's saying that we should work to where our life is in God's will. That should be our desire as God's children. The next one leads us to 1 Corinthians 12:9. 1 Corinthians 12:9. Don't y'all love looking out these things? I just love it. To another, faith by the same Spirit. To another, the gifts of healing by the same Spirit. It's talking about the ministry and the exercise of spiritual gifts that God has given us. To another, faith. And you can go on and on and on, guys. We're not going to go on and on and on. Faith, in these study Bibles, it can just take you on down deeper and deeper and deeper. But faith, we know, is the substance of things not seen, and the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1 tells us that. But we have to, what this is saying, we have to exercise that faith every day. We don't just say, I have faith in God and just let it stay there and whatever. The Bible is saying that we need to be careful to pay attention that what we're doing is all for the glory of God. It's all to live in the will of God. It's all to walk closer to God. It's all to become more like God. Our whole life. If there are things that we do that we know does not line up with God, we shouldn't be doing them. That's plain and simple. Plain and simple. So today, our thought for this, this is a good thought. How close am I walking to God today? How close am I walking to God today? Because if we're walking as close as possible, if we're staying read up, studied up, prayed up, we look to God for our everything, He just wants us, guys, He wants us to be so in tune with His will in our life. Whoops, my alarm. He wants us to be so in tune with His will for our life that everything we do, for whatsoever is not of faith is sin. Everything we do should be done with the expectation through faith in God that He's going to help us grow this garden. He's going to help us handle whatever's in the mailbox today. We do it. Sometimes we do it with just taking things for granted, but God wants us to look deeper. He wants us to walk closer, all the things. And the only way to do that is by staying, pray without ceasing. That's what it tells us, pray without ceasing. If you really think about that, we can't spend 24 hours a day literally praying. But our walk with the Lord and I don't know about y'all, but I'll hear things about something, and without even thinking about it, you've said a prayer in your heart and in your mind to the Lord to take care of that. And sometimes it's not even a put in process prayer. It's more of a thought. Well, my God's got that. That's the same way He wants us to go through our day. We talked about it one time a long time ago, I can remember, talking about praying while you're washing dishes, praying while you're going down the road, talking to the Lord. Guys, talk to Him all the time. Talk to Him all the time, okay? But today, I think our thought that He wants us to see is that we have to exercise our faith in life daily, in everything we do. Everything we do. All right? I love you. Y'all go have a good day, okay? Bye, guys.